Hello, everyone. I am Matt Fresh, and welcome to my brutally honest review of Astro Bot for the PS5. These are my 100% honest thoughts on the game, no sugarcoating anything. Now, I haven't actually played this yet, since at the time of recording, it isn't out. But since this is the internet, I've already made up my mind about whether it's good or not, and formulated a comprehensive opinion as to why. So right off the bat, I'm going to tell you my score, and this is easily a 10 out of 10 game. So once it's released, if anyone reviews this less than a 10, they're wrong and you should be angry at them. Why is it a 10 out of 10, you ask? Well, let's get into it. The story of Astro Bot is a whimsical delight from beginning to end. I'm assuming. It looks that way from all the trailers and stuff that I've seen. I mean, look at how cute and colorful of a game this is. It's definitely a whimsical story. Right? Yeah, it's whimsical. So Astro Bot has to travel throughout the PlayStation galaxy, going from planet to planet to save the universe from Jim Ryan's gas army. Each planet is based on a different PlayStation property, both modern and retro. That sounds right. While Astro Bot is on each world, he befriends the citizens, and he absorbs and usurps the power of some of your favorite PlayStation protagonists on his way to becoming the ultimate life form. It's up to him to stop Jim Ryan from turning all of your favorite PlayStation worlds into live service properties, assimilating them into his gas army. That stands for Games as a Service. This is a very PlayStation-centric story. It honors the legacy of PlayStation and vows to protect it from any more evildoers. Yeah, that's plausible. There's no dialogue in the game, but instead, all the characters communicate in robotic beeps and boops, with the occasional humorously censored swear word whenever he's in some of the more adult-themed PlayStation worlds. You know, a lot of cute PlayStation worlds from like PS2 and PS3, but there's a lot of adult PlayStation worlds from the PS4, the Astro Bot infiltrates and helps save and gets all Neil Druckmannized. Yeah. In fact, there's a wonderful bit on The Last of Us world where everything everyone says is a censor beep. Just censor beeps nonstop. Just nothing but censor beeps. That's not even a fun level. In the true spirit of The Last of Us, and Neil Druckmann, who hates the word fun, that level, not fun. Very unfun level. But purposely. So it's fun because it succeeds in its... Like I said, it's all very whimsical and fun. But don't worry, if you're like, oh, whimsical and fun's not what I want for my PlayStation exclusive, that's okay, because this is still a PlayStation Studios title, so it still has those mature themes and a beating heart of darkness to it. You see, Astro Bot's story kicks off as he's attempting to reconnect with his sad dad, who he has become estranged to for an undisclosed reason that you can learn more about. I'm not going to spoil it. You can learn more about it in the audio logs that are hidden throughout the levels. Yeah, this is 2024. There's probably audio logs in it. Is it a AAA game? Whatever. There's audio logs. Just trust me. It's probably going to be audio logs. Yeah. So while he's attempting to reconnect with his sad dad, that's when the evil gas forces arrive to kidnap everyone and force them into live service slavery. Yeah. And while this is happening, Astro Bot's father is brutally beaten to death with Hotshot's golf clubs as he tries to rescue his son and save him from the forces of evil Games of Service. Jim Ryan. Ooh. Thus, Astro Bot's quest for revenge begins. It's a great hook to get you invested. Although the tonal shift during the moment of his father's brutal death. Did I mention, like, it's a brutal beating? Like, he is brutally beaten to death with those golf clubs. And they're Hot Shots golf clubs, so they're much more protruding and thick and heavier than a normal golf club. Better for caving heads in. So quite jarring from the whimsical tone of the rest of the game, but it works to serve the game's themes of grief, revenge, and the evils of unchecked capitalism. So all in all, A+ story. It's exactly what you want out of a PlayStation game. Just, it's everything you want out of a platformer, a cute platformer, whimsy and fun, but it's everything you want out of a PlayStation game. Dark and brooding and mature and serious and award winning. It's gonna win some awards probably. Jeff Keighley's gooning over this game already. Film people will love it because it's so serious. It's a real art form. Finally, games are art now because PlayStation is serious. Astro Bot is serious, but fun and whimsical. Great story. Anyway, it's a great story, and I'm sure at least 3 of those things will be in the actual game. It seems like I feel like that's a good guess for what the story is going to be. 10 out of 10 game. Anyway, on to the gameplay. This is what we're all coming to Astro Bot for. The gameplay. And I can say with absolute certainty and brutal honesty that the gameplay in Astro Bot is exquisite and delightful. Based on all the trailers I've watched, this is the best platformer to come out since Mario Odyssey. And it may even be better than that. Astro Bot is pure platforming bliss. This plays the way you think whatever lame, outdated, janky 3D platformer you loved as a kid plays. Everything is so smooth. Astro Bot controls like a dream, with tight jumps and precision reaction times. The levels themselves are a cacophony of creativity, bursting with life and a deep love of PlayStation lore. Hopefully. No, definitely, right? I've seen the trailers. It's bursting with lore. Each level is a creative Astro Bot-themed remix of a beloved PlayStation property that mixes world-class 3D platforming with gameplay and abilities that call back to the PlayStation game the world is based on. For example, the God of War level features the ability to wield Kratos' Leviathan axe to hack enemies to bits. And, in a fun callback to the original God of War games, Astro Bot can participate in quick-time event threesomes to regain some health. All the levels have something like that, where they take the essence of the property the level is based on and flip it to be compatible with Astro Bot's brand of whimsical platforming. One of my personal favorites is the Parappa level, where you face off against the famed Rappa in a humorous parody of 8 Mile. The Crash Bandicoot level is also a highlight as you help Crash fight off the forces of the Activision army who have come to erase him from existence. Although, while almost every level follows the formula of Astro Bot, come into the world of a PlayStation IP and adapt into that universe's rules and powers, one of the most surprising levels is the Little Big Planet level, as instead of Sackboy and Astro Bot teaming up to do big platforming level, that level becomes a take on Bushido Blade, with Astro Bot and Sackboy having a sword fight to the death over who can be PlayStation's cute mascot, since there can only be one. It's an incredibly steep and jarring difficulty spike as it utilizes Bushido Blade's system of being able to win or lose in one hit. But once you overcome that challenge to decapitate Sackboy, it's incredibly rewarding. You feel accomplished and you unlock Sackboy's carcass as a cosmetic for the rest of the game. I definitely saw a Sackboy cosmetic in one of the trailers, I'm pretty sure, and I'm almost positive that's how you get it. So all in all, the gameplay is spectacular with varied levels and an incredible sense of creativity and precision platforming. Now, audio visuals. Visually, this game is just outstanding. I've only seen it through 1080p renders through YouTube and Twitter compression, but it looks good through those, so I'm assuming it'll also look magnificent on a television. The colors pop, and the bright, vibrant worlds come to life and really jump out of the screen at you for full immersion. Each world is a fully realized reimagining of the IP it's based on, and they all look so good it's going to make you even angrier that Sony refuses to actually do anything with those IPs. Audio-wise, it's just as delightful. As I said before, all the characters communicate through humorous beeps and boops, and the soundtrack is a full suite of whimsy epics. It was scored by Hans Zimmer, who remixed various tracks from previous PlayStation IPs, gave them a dash of whimsical folly and a sprinkle of his trademark deep dramatic bass sounds. It's a constant barrage of code switching from light little D's to epic, awe-inspiring balls. And the sound effects are amazing. Whether it's the little metallic tippy-taps of Astro Bot's feet, or the blood-curdling screams of his enemies as he crushes them with his ever-growing power set. Even Jim Ryan's maniacal evil laugh as he goes planet to planet, transforming every PlayStation world into a live service. Every little effect is a treat to the ears and just further conveys the feeling of a fun Saturday morning cartoon adventure. That's what I got, at least, from the launch trailer that released a couple days ago. That's what it seemed like. Anyway, performance. 4K, 120 FPS, no stutters whatsoever. Probably, right? I mean, come on, it's a platformer. I would hope it does 120 FPS minimum, right? And based on the footage I've seen, I think it will. So, fun factor, overall fun factor, or I guess hypothetical fun factor, if you will. Yeah, this is going to be the most fun game of the year, right? Just excellent platforming, fun, whimsical adventure, and different abilities, and I mean, come on, look at the trailer. This is it's just pure fun, just pure fun. There's a smile on my face every time I see the trailer. Uh, Anytime I see a gameplay preview or snippet or whatever. So come on, 10 out of 10 game. 10 out of 10 game. There it is. My brutally honest review of Astro Bot, which is out September 6th, which is tomorrow. This video comes out on September 5th. Astro Bot is out tomorrow, September 6th, and I cannot wait to play it for the first time. But it is a 10 out of 10 game, and if any reviewers give it less than that, they're lying and they're wrong and they're losers, and you should be mad at them. 10 out of 10 game. I've already decided. I decided this like 3 months ago. And yeah, this is why. Because all these different things, like I told you, just based on my gaming knowledge, I'm inferring certain things. And yeah, 10 out of 10 game. There you go. Be mad at anyone who gives it less than that. Can't wait to play it for the first time ever. Make sure to like and subscribe for more.